Hey everyone, welcome to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But as always, you guys know what time it is. It's time for none other than Kaspa update. We're going to be talking about what is happening with Kaspa, what has changed, and what we could be expecting as we do go further into this upcoming weekend ahead of us. So if we're looking at the markets, you guys can see the market is looking quite good, especially for altcoins. We're seeing quite a bit of green, and this is something that we aren't really seeing over the past month and a half, but we will definitely take that. If we're looking at Kaspa, it's up 0.9% on the daily time frame. So let's take a little bit of a closer look as to what exactly is happening and what are some next targets that I could be aiming for in the immediate short term. So looking at the price of Kaspa right now, 4.7 cents, up 0.9% over the last 24 hours in USD comparative, and it's down 0.5% in Bitcoin comparative. But the fact of the matter is that Kaspa continues to hold around these levels really, really strong. If we're looking at its market cap, it's very close to that $1 billion market cap. And if you guys are not familiar with the cryptocurrency markets, usually these psychological points are very, very important levels of resistance. People tend to take profits a little before that, and I think exactly that is what's happening right now with Kaspa before it pushes towards newer all-time highs. But nonetheless, the market cap, the market valuation is looking insane. And the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at $15.3 million. But now let's take a look at the price and see what is happening. Before we get into that, as always, just a quick disclaimer that anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So as I said to you guys before, that psychological point, which is at that $1 billion market valuation, and usually the people that are future trading, tend to kind of close out their positions a little before that level is reached. And I think that is exactly the reason as to why we haven't really broken out. But at the same time, you can see this for yourself, we do have some resistance. We did break into that 5 cents mark almost, and we were very, very close to our all-time highs. You can see this for yourself, only 5.82% away from its all-time high, but we saw a little bit of a retracement. Going back to what I said, people tend to take profits a little before that, usually because when all-time highs are retested, you guys might know that we do tend to see a little bit of resistance and a little bit of a retest happening, and that is exactly what's happening right now. But something that continues to shock me is the fact that this price is holding so strong, and it should not be a surprise to any one of us. Kaspa is being talked about in the cryptocurrency market more than ever, and some OGs that were never even mentioning anything about Kaspa are starting to take a look at Kaspa. So that brings more exposure. More people have their eyes on Kaspa right now, and I really think this has some massive legs ahead of itself. And some people are making some massive price predictions that Kaspa could pull a staggering 30 to 40x even in this upcoming bull cycle. And again, that is a huge statement to make, but if it were to pull valuations of Cardano at its all-time high, I can see that happening myself. And of course, the craziest thing continues to be the same thing. Despite the fact that this coin is not listed on major exchanges right now, despite that factor, we continue to see Kaspa performing really, really strong and being up literally from May lows. If you picked it up around there, you're almost up at 3x. And if you were one of those guys, just come and tell me in the comment section, because I am extremely jealous from you guys. There were some comments coming in that said they bought like 3 million Kaspa, a few months back when no one was looking at it. And kudos to you guys. Some people will make some massive, massive amounts of money this bull cycle. And of course, the early comers, the early you get in, the better it is. And, I cannot be more impressed with the price action itself. And that's that for the price. But let's take a look at Bitcoin before we kind of finalize and give you a conclusion as to what most likely could happen. So if we're looking at BTC, finally, we're seeing some sort of a relief in Bitcoin. You guys can see this for yourself. We pretty much been trading, like I said, for about a month within this range, but Bitcoin is trying to break out of this range. And of course, still right now you may be saying, Crypto ZX, this is a great time. BTC is breaking out. We're finally about to see a reversal. But remember, guys, settle down. Let's not get too excited. We do need to get back into the 61.8, and that is really, really important. You guys do not want to underestimate how important this zone is for us to really get excited once again, because 61.8, I'm sorry, the 78.6 is this zone right here, and this is still quite dangerous, and yeah, we still need to get a little bit of a confirmation before we kind of make a conclusion as to what, if this is really a reversal, if this is just another fake out, because look at this for yourself. We have seen fake outs before as well. So looking at Kaspa now, what would happen with Kaspa in the upcoming days? Most likely, I do think that, in the upcoming days, we will see Kaspa breaking out towards all-time highs. There's no question about that. I could be targeting 6 cents, 6.5 cents, depending on how much of volume is on our side, because after it breaks its all-time high, guys, there's no resistance, there are no support, so the price can go up as much as it wants depending on the sell pressure and of course the buy pressure. If I bring out the measuring tool from its all-time high, 6 cents and 6.5 is at another 22% move, and that is, I think, a realistic target that we could be aiming for if we are able to break out of this level of resistance. And what now comes the question, why is Kaspa holding so good compared to other altcoins? I'm starting to think that there is an exchange that's purchasing Kaspa right now, and I'm very, very confident that there is big money that's purchasing Kaspa. As to why this move is extremely bullish, it could be one of the tier 1 exchanges. We did see Huobi doing a vote on their platform, so that could be one of them, because Huobi is the 4th largest exchange as far as crypto ranking goes, so that could be on the table. But there's definitely something along those lines, something that big is happening right now as to why we're seeing such a nice momentum building up in Kaspa. This is where I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Where do you see Kaspa going? I've been seeing the Kaspa community come in and really giving me a good time, and saying, Crypto ZX, you did not miss out. I know you did not buy Kaspa, but hey, Kaspa is still a good time to buy, and a lot of people really are coming together and kind of like being a community. And it reminds me of Cardano beginnings, because if you guys go back, people were coming together, when people weren't really talking about Cardano, and Cardano went from 0.00, there was a point where it was below a penny, and from there on it went to 10 cents, 20 cents, and a lot of people were doing the same thing, coming together saying, Cardano has such a more upside, and we saw what happened with ADA, went to a $3 per coin last bull cycle. So is that going to happen with Kaspa? Of course, it's too early to note, but the signs are definitely there. Every bull cycle, every bull cycle, there's 1 or 2 coins that are the new coins that a lot of people talk about, because there are some that shift, some that just go away, and Kaspa is the one for this cycle, and a lot of people are talking about that, and I could not be more excited for the future as to what is really coming. And I think a lot of good things are coming for Kaspa, especially being a layer 1. But this is where I want to hear from you guys, your personal thoughts, and thank you so much for all your support you guys are showing me. If you guys have not subscribed already, what are you guys waiting for? It's free to do so. And also, guys, I've told you guys, go follow me on Twitter, link in the description box below, spam my Twitter, and yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.